Michio Kaku is a professor of theoretical physics and the author of the best-selling book, The Future of Humanity. He joins us tonight. Thanks so much, Professor, for coming on. So with this announcement by the United States Navy, what has changed? What is different now that they've said this?
We are now witnessing a tipping point. You see, the burden of proof used to be on the believers to prove that UFOs are real. Now the burden of proof has shifted to the government and the military to prove that they're not real. But the evidence is overwhelming. We have all this information from U.S. Navy pilots. We now have metrics. We can actually measure how fast they travel, how high they are, what kinds of centrifugal forces that they can experience. And science, remember, is based on things that are testable, reproducible, and falsifiable. Now we have testable information, a game changer.
So given what we know about their physical behavior, about the physics involved in the way these aircraft fly, what do you think the chances are they were created by human beings?
Well, I think there's only two alternatives left now. One is perhaps they are hypersonic drone vehicles. After all, the Russians, the Chinese, and the U.S. are experimenting with hypersonic drones that can travel between 5 and 20 times the speed of sound. That's one alternative. But the other alternative is part of this game changer. We scientists have identified 4,000 planets orbiting other stars at night. Go outside tonight, look in the night sky, and realize that on average, every single star, I repeat, every single star on average has a planet going around it. And you wonder, is anyone looking back at you when you look at the night sky? So we have two game changers. We now realize that there could be over 1 billion Earth-like planets in our own backyard, and we can now measure the velocity of these objects. They travel between Mach 5 and Mach 20. They can go from 80,000 feet down to 20,000 feet in a blink of an eye. They can maneuver so that G-forces would crush any human being. All of it on videotape.